Previously on Life is Strange.
Hey there, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Life is Strange issue 3, although it kind of confused me when 2.3 at the bottom and I was just like, what? Okay, is this, so we're getting more issues, but this is a 4 issue, this is part 3, and I've got to admit, it's the more interesting one that I generally like about it. So it's following, if you don't know about it, it's following Max, Chloe and Rachel in a different universe or parallel universe, and you've got Tristan and Chloe in the main universe, and they're doing the exact same thing. They're basically going all the way to like this like gig, and they're kind of like touring and such and such on. The two main universes is Chloe and Rachel's universe and Max and Chloe's universe, and it's an interesting thing because literally everyone's pretty much the same, bar Chloe, who has 2 different types of like hair. So in the Chloe and Rachel universe, she has dark blue, but in the Max and Chloe universe, she has light green. And at first you're like, what? But you kind of get it. So with going over this, the Max and Chloe is literally on the phone. She's talking to someone, and she's got car trouble, and she's heading towards this gig that they all need to go to. Everyone seems to be kind of bitching. There's one guy, which I think is Dwight, and what's happening is he is like trying to fix the car, and he's complaining that no one's helping him. And you're like, kind of like, Chloe knows about cars, so she could definitely help, but she doesn't, because I think she's just trying to kind of be the Chloe that we all kind of know. They start talking about Tristan, and Pixie starts saying like, you know, what do you know about him? Are you okay with him? You know, is he good? You know, she's a bit kind of wary about it, and you kind of see it all the way through this issue, which isn't too bad. It's just one of those things where you're like, But for what you kind of see, like, everyone seems to kind of accept Tristan for who he is, what he does, and, you know, the sort of character that he is, which I generally kind of think is really cool. You see 2 different lines kind of crossing in. So we now kind of go to the Rachel universe, where in the previous one with Chloe, they start seeing that they're in the paper. So it kind of switches across. So you see that in the Rachel universe that they're all kind of talking about this gig. Max starts saying that she feels like Tristan is being around, and they start talking more about the other universe, which is fine. You don't really see that one in the previous one beforehand, which I generally thought was fine and I was okay with. But now it feels like all out of the blue that they're talking about the different universes and trying to get Max to go home. Kind of like ending the one within the diner restaurant is the fact that Max says that she feels like the others are close. We see that there's this travel blogger that Rachel knows who kind of bumps in, and they're saying like, we're going to this party type thing, and that's mainly it for now. So it kind of jumps into Tristan and Pixie talking. Tristan wants to use his powers because he wants to see if he can see with Max and bring it like kind of like find her. So Pixie kind of has a quick conversation, and we find out that Tristan, it looks like he picks up this piece of paper and it's actually from the other universe. So he's used his power or something from the other universe has come through, which, if that is, I like that element. Like, this is from something else that you've seen. Is this going to be good? It just feels like it, but I'm sure that it's not. I'm sure someone who has been reading this will probably correct me in the comments down below. If not, while you're down there, why not subscribe and like the video? It jumps back to Lawrence now going back in, where Pixie is opening the door saying, hey, come and join us. And they have this huge venue thing where it's this club that they're at, and they're kind of getting ready. And Chloe has a go at Tristan saying, hey, look, your power, you disappeared, blah blah blah, you know, if you disappear I wouldn't know if you had, and I don't like that at all. So please stick with us, please stick here with me, rather than kind of ditching and going off. And I see that, I like that, because if you had someone that could go invisible or to another dimension and all of a sudden they just disappear, you wouldn't know, and you know, if they couldn't get back, it would make it a lot harder. So for me personally, I like the fact that Chloe had a go at Tristan and said, oi, stop it now. Tristan realizes that Chloe, Rachel and Max is on the same path and doing the same things that they're doing all along, and you kind of see this in the next page after Chloe kind of realizes it as well. And you see the fact that it's Chloe, then it's Max fading in, and then they're both in the exact same area, but it's kind of separated, and you can see the two different colors. So it looks like it's red stroke orange for Chloe and Max's universe, and kind of this like bluey green for the Rachel and Chloe universe. Damn it. Why can't they just say universe 1, universe 2? So you can see that when this kind of fades out, Chloe disappears and Max realizes that there is definitely, like, they're both in the same thing, and she goes like, you're here, aren't you? So it's like they're in the same point at the same time. God, if this was a Doctor Who episode, this would be interesting. So the last part of all of this is the fact that everyone's had a really good time at the gig. It looks like it's Rachel and Chloe's universe, and they're kind of going, they're talking about how great this gig was, how they played it very well. And the fact is that you've got the first group goes off on their own, and Chloe, Max, and Rachel seem to get another like kind of car, and they kind of follow, and they reach this tree in the middle of this area, in the middle of the road, should I say. And Max is using her power. She sees the damage, she sees the truck, she rushes out and says, oh my god, we need to fix this. And she's about to use her power, and she does, which then Tristan comes out of the van and goes like, no, Max, wait! And thus therefore Max is left in the middle of the road, which is a bit weird because I thought she'd be in the vehicle, but Max realizes what she's done and she shouldn't have used her power. And I agree, she shouldn't have used her power in this, because she should have seen and gone around to see if everyone was okay, and then rewind time all the way through to where everyone was coming. It would make more sense, and that's how I would do it in this one, but at the moment, no. So the story is almost concluding. I really like this, and I feel like this is a great issue. I feel like this is the sort of issue that we should have had originally. The storytelling was fine, the characters were fine. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was fine. So I want to see more. Like, I want to know if there's going to be another Life is Strange comic after this, because I like this story. So I would love to see, like, if there was another one after this, that the entire world, like both worlds like merged together, and it's causing chaos, and it's up to everyone, you know, all the Chloes, Rachel, Max, and Tristan to try and save it, and extending using their power and pushing it to max, and then losing the powers, and the two universes separate, etc. I would love that. That would be really, really cool, and it's something that I would wholeheartedly be on board for. I have loved reading this. I do think the last issue was a little bit boring. If you want to check out that review, the link is going to be in the description down below. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about this. For me, I'd give this this is the best one out of all of them so far, and I can't wait for the conclusion. So I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this? Do you like this issue? Have you been following the Life is Strange? Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, let's have a discussion about Life is Strange. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.